So I had the electrician come out, they put a new panel in, and I have a 240 50 amp plug and a 240 30 amp plug. I've got a new air compressor, 60 gallon tank. So I should have enough power to run that welder at its full capacity now. I had to get a new box put on the outside of the house and everything. So that took the guys about 6 hours. There was 3 of them. They did a really good job. Looks really clean. So that's nice. And this panel has enough blank spots in it that if I can build a shed, I can run off that panel out to the shed and run everything out there. That'll open up the garage for whatever, like parking my wife's car inside or whatever. So, but now my garage is chaos. I've actually started moving stuff back already, obviously. But the compressor is bigger than what was there before. So these shelves don't fit between the compressor and the toolbox. So I've got to move all sorts of stuff around to get that done. So this might take a couple days trying to figure out where everything can go, but hopefully I can move stuff around and make it better than what it was. So, but at least I've got a pretty nice air compressor now, and this should make enough room in the garage after I'm done. I can finish this axle to be able to get tires put on it and maybe roll it around. And then maybe I can start working on the hubs of this axle, getting the brakes done and everything, and getting that able where I can roll it around, and that'll make it easier to get something inside here and work on it. So stay tuned. I don't know what I'm gonna do the rest of this video, but I figured I'd put this in there so you guys know I got new power. All right. So it's a couple days later. I finally kind of got the garage sorted out. So I'm gonna give you a quick walkthrough of what I've got going. So first off, over in this corner, I've got my air compressor, electrical ran for that from the electrician. Then I've got another lead that I can plug my welder into here. Right now I'm working on a little bit of a project with the welder. Actually, I'm still out of shielding gas right now, so I am using stick welding. Never done it before, so I played around with it before I started recording, but yeah. And then I've got a couple things, an engine hoist and stuff right between the compressor and my toolbox, which is in its original spot. Then I have a tool cart, again in its original spot. Then my workbench in original spot. There's my original set of shelves. They didn't move. Heater, which I can't move. And then this is the 5th wheel adapter for a B&W turnover ball, which is for the truck. And then another set of shelves that used to be right here. But the compressor is bigger than what was there before, so I can't put those shelves back there. So it moved over here. and the stuff I kind of had here moved over there. And then the fridge and kind of the outdoor tool stuff and door into the house, laundry, kind of boring stuff. It's where I keep paint and extra brake clean, stuff like that, and the garage door. So still don't have enough room for the welding cart to tuck somewhere, but that's okay. So the project I'm working on, this actually is what I used back when I had a, sorry about that, a little shaky. Back when I had a truck bed on my pickup, so I would set that up in and kind of slide it in place, and it would hold those tractor wheel weights right in the center, right at the very back of the bed, right against the tailgate. It worked really good. They didn't shift anywhere, that kind of stuff. Man, I am shaky. But can't really use that with what I have thought of in the truck now, especially with the flatbed. Because what I would do was I had an adapter that would bolt onto the front side of this that would hook onto the gooseneck hitch, and then the angle would drop between the bottom of the tailgate and the very back of the bed. Then you can close the tailgate and it would shut everything in. The only way you would see anything was if you looked over the bed rail. And then I had a tonneau cover over that, so you wouldn't know anything's back there. But can't do that with the flatbed. The back of the bed is further back, and I don't have anything that really, if you go over it, it doesn't lock in like I could make it do with the regular beds. So we're gonna be doing something else, and that was the reason I broke my foot. Is I tried to do that project, but it was not a good way to do it. So I'm gonna do a little more welding. I'll show you guys, set up a little tripod and just get some shots of it. And maybe I'll show you the end result. So stay tuned. All right, I am no stick welder, but
That will hold. This is some of my flux core welding that I did when I first built this.
So, like I said, no stick welder. Don't claim to be, but this is a sit in the corner of the garage and hold weight from falling over type project. So, I think I might put a plate in here because this is the bottom of the bracket. I've never really used magnets before, but I used magnets to hold that angle piece. Up to, I was going to try to tack it. It seemed like the magnets made something funky happen. Alright, so here it is. I don't know what happened, but my phone freaked out. So this crossbar down, up, is what I had in place with magnets. I don't know what happened. It was like the magnets messed with the welding, and my tacks like didn't even penetrate and together. Like it was penetrated into one side, and the other side was penetrated into itself, but it never merged together. It was pretty weird. So the idea behind this, there's some gobbledygook that I stick welded on there. Doesn't look bad for the first try. The idea behind this is that it sits right next to that shelf and the weights roll in and won't fall over. And then they're not laying in a pile like that off to the side, not being used. And that's why I think I'm gonna put a plate in the bottom, so as they roll in, if they want to try to lean over, they literally have to pick themselves up to lean over and fall over one way or the other. So that's my little project for this video, and a kind of an update of what I've done in the garage. So thanks for watching. Bye.